Coming up on First at 4, we're breaking down Governor Andy Beshear's State of the Commonwealth address and talking to an Eastern Kentuckian who got some special recognition. Plus, multiple people are shot at a high school in Iowa. What we know about the developing situation.
Plus, we are tracking some stronger weather systems as we go into this weekend. Also next week, your forecast on the way as Mountain News First at 4 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, a former Letcher County Sheriff's deputy is indicted on several charges and now has been sentenced. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox is in Letcher County with the latest.
Former Letcher County Sheriff's Deputy Ben Fields was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Fields faced several charges, including rape and sodomy. Pike County Circuit Court Judge Eddie Coleman handed down the sentence on Thursday. Sabrina Atkins, who was a victim of the crimes, gave an emotional testimony during the hearing.
I used to feel sorry for you and your family, but now I know how you affected me and my son, and almost allowed you to take me completely away from you.
Judge Coleman also said Ben Fields will now be a registered sex offender. I'll have more at 6, but for now, back to you.
All right, Chandler, thank you. Ben Fields will be held at the Letcher County Jail. Last night, during Governor Andy Beshear's State of the Commonwealth address, he reflected on his first 4 years as governor. Several Eastern Kentuckians were acknowledged during the address, including Scott McReynolds and the Housing Development Alliance for their efforts in rebuilding following the July 2022 flood. Today, McReynolds reflected on what it meant to be in Frankfort last night for the address.
It's a real honor to be recognized and for the work that HDA has done and to kind of represent all of the flood recovery work that's going on in East Kentucky. It's great that the governor remembered, that he said all along that he's going to not forget us, and this is just another example.
The White family who moved into an HDA home was with McReynolds at the address last night. We'll have more on Governor Beshear's remarks coming up at 6.
We are tracking some cooler weather on this Thursday afternoon, all thanks to a weak cold front, but also some more sunshine as we go into this afternoon. Here's a live look at Buffalo Mountain from Perry County. You can see a few more peaks of sunshine back in the distance, but that temperature is chilly on this Thursday afternoon, up to 36 degrees. And up on the radar after a cloudy and gloomy start to your Thursday, notice those clouds are starting to fade away as we go into this afternoon, also into this evening, and that clearing trend also continues as we go into tonight. And this is all thanks to weather system number 1. This weak cold front will continue pushing off to the south and east, and high pressure takes over as we go into tonight, also on Friday. So some clear and cold weather is on tap as we go into tonight. Temperatures at this hour in the middle to upper 30s and a few lower 40s as well. Up to 37 for Jackson, 36 in Hazard, 33 over in Clintwood at this hour. But some frigid weather is on tap as you wake up on Friday. Lows tonight in the middle to lower 20s and possibly some upper teens in those cooler pockets. But all eyes on the weekend. We are tracking a mixed bag of weather on Saturday, also on Sunday. Timing out those rain chances and wintry mix chances in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Cameron, thank you. A small town in Iowa is shaken after a school shooting early this morning. Multiple people were injured and the shooter is dead. Authorities got an alert at 7:37 a.m. local time that there was an active shooter situation at Perry High School. The deputies were on the scene within 7 minutes and encountered multiple gunshot victims before locating the shooter. They have not released the number of people injured or if anyone died, although there is a news conference getting ready to get started, and we hope to find out more information.
It is absolutely a nightmare. This is absolutely horrible. One of the worst moments of my entire life.
School didn't start yet, luckily, so there was very few students and faculty in the building, which I think contributed to a good outcome in that sense.
Again, we're expecting some new information to be released shortly. Today was supposed to be the students' first day back after winter break. We'll have the very latest coming up at 5:30. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is pushing back against Republican critics who say he is purposely failing to manage the southern border. Attempted border crossings reached an all-time high in December. The White House has asked Congress for nearly $14 billion to hire immigration judges and agents, fund shelters, and provide surveillance technology. A bipartisan group of senators and the White House are trying to broker a compromise to combine that funding with policy changes. Mayorkas says he has no time to play politics.
And when people come to the United States at the border, they are placed in immigration enforcement proceedings. And those proceedings take many years because our system is broken and it is also underfunded.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson visited the border yesterday with dozens of House Republicans pushing for a return to Trump-era policies. Johnson is trying to impeach Mayorkas. The first committee hearing on that is scheduled for next week. Coming up on First at 4, cyber kidnapping. The scam can cost tens of thousands of dollars, how it works, and how experts say you can protect yourself.
Plus, a soggy weekend is on tap, timing out those rain chances after this break.